so lucky today to be welcomed into Amy Hannon's absolutely gorgeous home. And honestly, it is so beautiful in here.
Thank you.
And I see there's some cooking situations going on here.
We are going to cook. Well, I thought that since you all were coming today, and Valentine's Day is right around the corner, that we could do some really delicious at-home steaks. So if you didn't want to make reservations to go out, or you just wanted to do something kind of romantic, easy stuff like quick steaks, quick potatoes, and a really good salad. And that's it. Doing fillets, y'all. This is so easy. This is a recipe that's in my cookbook. I have a cookbook that just came out in November.
You do, and it's very Valentine appropriately titled too, is it not?
Yes, it's called Love, Welcome, Serve, and it's
that.
kind of my hospitality motto at Euna Mae. That's my little store that I have in Springdale.
And I want to know all about that, but I want to kind of, as you're cooking, I want to kind of get to know you a little bit.
I know.
So tell me about the title and the love and the Euna Mae.
Let me tell you kind of a little bit about just the process, just kind of my order. So I'm 45,
and we would
I just
never know that.
And I stayed at home with my kids. I mean, you've got a son, but then once they get older and they start to drive, you know, they're just not home ever. And so I just started to kind of get this itch to be out of my house and to do something else and start to use my gifts to kind of, you know, change my focus a little bit. I've always loved cooking and being with my kids and their friends and opening our home to people. Hospitality was always just kind of my thing, you know, just kind of learn how to cook for crowds and cook for a few people or take food to people, just, you know, whatever. And so I got this crazy idea at 41 to become a retailer.
I love the idea of, obviously, women entrepreneurs, that's my thing.
Yes.
I'm going to be 44 on Friday. I totally understand, and I used to be a lawyer, and now I've become an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So I totally get that. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I hope that there's someone out there that we can inspire.
We all have gifts. And I think one of the things that women do is they compare, well, I don't have those same gifts. I mean, we all do that, and I wish I had that gift. And I just am all about women figuring out who they are, being comfortable with it, and making the best of it. I am as surprised as anyone because we've had our Euna Mae's. I've done a cooking show before. I offered my first cookbook in the fall. I'm going on a book tour, and I feel like when I say that I'm saying it about somebody else's life.
So when you think about the future, I mean, it sounds like you weren't even ready for the present.
I was not ready for the present. It has surprised me. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I mean, I am just grateful. I just get weepy about it because I didn't chase down any of this, and I'm not out there trying to make things happen. I just feel like, you know, I'm a woman of faith, and I feel like God is just laying this out, and that it was just in the plan for me. Okay, ready? I'm gonna let you cook.
Oh, me?
Yes, girl. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Those.
Yes.
In there.
Just as is?
Just as is.
I'm gonna be so good at this.
We just have some little potatoes that, you know, you just buy in the bag. Do you cook?
I do. I do cook.
Okay. So just a little bag, just dump. You don't have to place. Dump them in. You can put the lid on it.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's
It's heavy, I know.
I love
Isn't it the best?
I love this. It's beautiful.
Yep, then we're just gonna let those cook on the stove, just like that, with a little bit of oil.
The tools are all very important.
And it's so easy, like that's so simple. It just cooks itself till they're fork tender. Then we're gonna hit them with a little bit of butter and salt and thyme at the end. That's it. So what we're gonna do, let me just tell you so that y'all can make these at home.
Yes.
We have our potatoes.
Which I'm all, that was all me.
Little potatoes, we put them in our little Dutch oven with a lot of heat and some oil, and we're just gonna shake those until they're fork tender. It only takes, because this is a good covered pot, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. You know what fork tender is. And then I just hit them with butter and salt and thyme. And that is absolutely a piece of cake. The steaks, we get a good sear on the outside with this really good rub. The rub is actually coffee and paprika, like ground coffee. And it gives it like this really warm flavor, and there's like some smokiness, and it's really easy and savory, so it's got a good crust on the outside. So our steaks, these are the spicy coffee rub steaks. They're actually in the cookbook. We want a really, 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 really good sear on the outside because it's flavor. You know that salt, well, you don't know the salty bite of steak. She's a vegetarian. I mean, a good salty bite of steak that we love, that good crust. And then you can finish these off in like a 400, 500 degree oven until it gets, you know, everybody has a varying degree of temperature and doneness that they like. You can just use a meat thermometer on the inside to make sure that it's the doneness that you want. And so look at that, did you see that? I seasoned them, stuck them in a skillet. These are going on the stove and we're just gonna let them get fork tender.
So we pulled the potatoes off the stove.
Yep.
And finally I get to open it.
It's a big boy and you can just set it, you set it back on the burner.
Good. Perfect.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Butter.
Butter.
To finish those off, and I'll give you this knife and you can just kind of toss them around.
Yes.
And then if all you'll do is pull the little leaves off of the thyme.
Absolutely.
And just drop some in there, quite a few. I like for it to have a little green and, you know, something, something. And then I'm gonna just make this little vinaigrette real quick. This is the easiest dressing in the world. Half vinegar, half oil. So whatever it is, if you need to make a cup, because you're making a ton, then you would do a half and a half. I'm just doing a little bit, so I did probably a third of a cup and a third of a cup, kind of equal parts. You can use whatever kind of vinegar that you like. I love a little sweet salad on the side of this savory, and the steak is so salty and savory and smoky that I like to have a little, kind of a little tang in my salad. And so I use apple cider vinegar because I love it.
Nice.
And I just toss this until it's kind of wilty and covered. I like my salad to be soaking wet.
See, I'm the opposite.
Of course you are.
We're all done.
We're all done. Look at that. Look how pretty.
It's beautiful.
Easy. I mean, we talked through the whole thing and it basically cooked itself. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
It was so fun to
This
be
is
here.
amazing.
I know. I love it.
Love you.